nukes in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, looking and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive, break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shine in the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night that's still my breath is a storm, I bet. I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive, break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue, I'm making pigs fly, now I move mountains. I would have beaten the heart of a crash.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Washington Commanders. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were strong last week, CD, and that win over New England.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll go to Barkley again, looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Looking long for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down. Here's Barkley again. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Barkley. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. They'll run it again with Barkley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Powell, 3rd and goal. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Powell on the QB sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Off play action. Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off. It made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. This pass complete to Melton. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That gain on third down, good for 28.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Allen to throw once more. He sets to fire deep. And this one is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They run for the first time with James Cook. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Bills are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Third and 2, here's Howell.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. These two teams all tied after one. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 48 yards. And the Bills have moved out in front. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From way up at the 23. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Powell slings this deep from McLaurin. It got his man complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And that wound up traveling at even 58 yards in the air, according to next-gen stats.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now throwing on first down here. Touchdown, Washington.
Curtis Samuel from 21 yards away.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Left side, Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
A big play here for Buffalo, and even 40 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Allen eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Back to the ground, Cook. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys have now moved out in front.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From way up at the 23.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Howell lines up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now the Bills will take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A give to Barkley out of the gun. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing here, Howell. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, Everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Chase Young in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. One last shot before the break. Howell. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Up the middle, it's Cook.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he wisely will throw that one away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen flushed out right.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Third down, here's a run by Cook. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the micro.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball.
Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
Commanders 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Barkley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take him the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
This time they'll throw it with Howell.
Steps away to his left. And this one's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Now a turn and a give to Barkley. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball in that because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Back to throw, Howell.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. So after the INT, it's Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Bills. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 70.
And the Bills get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right.
First down, Howell to throw.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Von Miller in there to bury him for a loss of 11. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
3rd and long, here's Howell.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Slings this deep from McLaurin.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start.
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cold.